Stroll your mouth. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I have an early childhood program in my home where I care for 6 little people and 1 tiny Yorkie. And on my channel, I create content to help you build your home daycare by sharing all of the things that I have learned in the 25 years of caring for children. So today I am going to go over a haul of things that I picked up for my children over the weekend. I was just downtown having brunch, walking around, and I came across this store called Baby Baby in Northville, and it's a really great store. I always look for thrift stores in really nice neighborhoods with affluent families because a lot of times people get all these great games and activities for their kids. Their kids use the activity a few times, and then boom, it's in the thrift store waiting for me to come along and find it. So I'm going to share the things that I got with you. All the things that you see on the table here, I got for just $27. And as a teacher, that's an incredible find to be able to get all of these things. I know a lot of teachers like to create their own learning resources. Myself, I find it to be kind of a waste of time because it just takes a lot of time to, make all of the things. And I would rather take pieces of games and create activities that facilitate learning through play for my children rather than going out laminating a million things. To me, it's a lot of fun to go on a little scavenger hunt and find different things at the thrift store. So I'm going to share a few of the things that I got in my thrift store hunt for you guys. Also, another really great tip for you guys, if you are going thrift store shopping in my area, well, what I happened to discover was that Sunday is the great day to go. It just so happened that I was going on Sunday. I wasn't specifically looking to go on Sunday, but there are a lot of different thrift stores that have different sales on different days. And when I went to Baby Baby, they were actually having a sale on specific colored items for that day. So each item has a little tag on it like this. And if you can see, this one has a little bit of, it's got black around it. So if these ones were on sale, I'm gonna say, oh, all the items with the black tab on them are, 50% off. So I just happened to hit the jackpot and find a lot of really great deals while I was out looking for activities for my kids. The ages of my kids that I have are from 1 to 5. So it's a wide age range of kids. So I'm always looking for new things to bring into the classroom to entertain and educate the kids. Now, one of the things that I got, I love to find things like this. This is called Seekaboo. It's a seek and find memory game. Wonderful, wonderful thing about activities like this is it's a big project, or there are big pieces to it. So it works for a wide variety of children's ages. You could just follow the directions, which basically this is a memory game. So you flip all the pieces down and then you find the matching ones. There are also these little cards that come along with it that match to, their corresponding pieces between the little square card and the circular card. So that's the traditional way to play Seekaboo. The traditional way to play Seekaboo is to lay all of the pieces face down or face up, depending on the age and developmental level of the children that you're working with, and then have the kids draw a card and find the matching circle card on the floor. But I will be using this in a lot of different ways. I currently have a little guy who is struggling with language, so I'm going to be able to use these to encourage language with him. Also, I could use it for visual discrimination. Can you find something that's orange? Can you find something that's blue? Or look for the shape, the heart shape. Or I'm thinking of something that you would put on your head, and then the children will find this hat. So there are a lot of different ways that I can encourage the children to practice language and literacy and thinking skills by using these cards. So these cards are going to be really great. I could also do something like find me something that starts with a D. Who can find something that starts with the letter D? And put all of these out on the floor for the kids. So there are a lot of ways that I can use this game, and I think I paid like $4 for this game. Now, if I were to spend my whole weekend day laminating all of these silly pieces and finding them on the internet, it would take me forever. But having something like this, looking for games like this that have cards with pictures that you can use and that you can make a lot of different games out of is a really, really smart idea and a great way for you to save some cash as a teacher. So I do know for sure one of the things I'm going to be doing with the kids is laying these out on the table with some plastic letters and having them match the letter to the object. So I know that's going to be one really simple thing. Another thing, as I mentioned, there are a bunch of different shapes in this thing here, so I'll just find matching shapes and have them match the different shapes. So how many things can you find that are a triangle? Or even looking around the room and putting out this picture of the drum. Can you find some things in our room that start with the letter D and match it to the drum picture? Or can you find some objects that are red and then having them match it to the red object to the drum picture? So there are so many different ways that I'm gonna use this game. This game is going to be a really great find for my preschool program. Now, another thing I got for the kids, this Montessori thing. I'm a toddler toy junkie. I love to go on different websites and research all different kinds of games and activities for kids. I really love these felt pieces, and I love having just wooden pieces. This is going to be a really great activity for the kids. As you can see, it works great for matching each one of these cups. Whoops, I don't want to tip it over here. Yeah, each one of these cups has a color and a matching felt ball that goes in it. So that would be really great for one-to-one correspondence, matching colors for pretend play. There are a lot of different ways that we can use this activity for the kids too. I love that it's open-ended, and you know, it could be pretend ice cream or a lot of different things. I could also put this out with the sensory table and then have kids be able to put things in these little cups here, scooping, dumping, pouring, all that kind of stuff. So this is a really great find. This one was a couple dollars too. So very simple game, ready to go. I can just put it right on my shelf and have the kids have something fun to work with. And then over here, numbers 1 to 25. So I have a lot of different kinds of like little number puzzles for the kids, but I like that this one goes into the 20s. So a lot of my kids can count to 20. But I don't know how many of them can recognize 1 to 20. So that's something that I'm going to be observing with the children and documenting and see, okay, can we go to 1 to 25? We do practice counting, you know, the 20s, the 30s, the 40s for my 4s and 5-year-olds, just counting that high and getting the idea of how the sequence of counting works. You know, once you get to 20s, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 29, and then 30, and then 31, and then going up to 39, and then 40. So, you know, helping them understand that process of numbers with counting, but with visually recognizing the number. I don't know how many of my children can do that with my, I know my 2 5-year-olds can do it, but my 3s and 4s, it's a good concept for us to be able to explore with this puzzle here. So we'll have that out for the kids. Another activity that we got is this some swamp. So I thought this would be a really fun game for my 5-year-olds. This one here was $7. I ended up spending $7 on this activity, but it's a basic addition and subtraction game. Now I go with where the kids are developmentally. I don't push them to the next level, but one of my 5-year-olds is definitely ready for addition. She's been showing an interest in addition and adding groups. We do add some groups, but we haven't had any games that formally teach how to add groups and subtract groups. So this will be a fun game for her. Most of my kids go from 1 to 4, and then whenever they hit 5, they go off to kindergarten. But this year, because of COVID and because of the new laws in our state, where kids are back an extra year if they're, you know, depending on when their birthday falls, I have been getting some 5-year-olds. So I'm starting to work on getting some more kindergarten games. This will be really great for my kindergartners. Another math game is Let's Feed the Hungry Caterpillar game. This game was also $7, but this one ended up being like half off. So I got this for $3.50. I mean, how amazing is that? That was a really great deal. So this is counting, collecting, and building. And of course, it's all with the Very Hungry Caterpillar, which is a very popular children's book that my kids know a lot about. So this is really good for helping them work on developing those counting skills. Something else I picked up for my kids were these little penguins. These are $2.75. I had a bunch of penguins, but we ended up losing them. So it's always nice whenever I find little things like this, because during the winter time, I love to set up little sensory tables with little characters in it. A simple way to do that would be some ice and some salt and some watercolors, or setting up a tub with some snow in it for the penguins. So a lot of fun things that the kids can do with these little penguins for just $3. Well, under $3, $2.75. Another activity that I got here is a simple word book, or the simple word game. I have a couple other little word puzzles, and two of my kindergartners are, well, they're not in kindergarten here. We're doing preschool program, but two of my 5-year-olds are able to read. They're starting to read. So this is going to be a great game for facilitating that. This only costs $5. And again, Best Toy Award, Gold Seal. I mean, who doesn't love that? So this is a really great activity for the kids. Basically, they're just going to be matching the pictures with words and linking simple letters and sounds of the alphabet. So we also, another thing that I do with my kids is I would even just, whenever I go to introduce this activity, holding up, like say, the picture of the pig or the picture of the boat. And during breakfast time, when we're having our morning discussion, ask the children, what do you think this word, this picture starts with? What does this boat start with? And then we kind of sound out the letters of the words, just so that they get the idea of how letters and sounds come together to make words. So it'll be a great activity for them. So those are some of the regular traditional games that I ended up getting from Baby. Then we were out walking around and we came across an estate sale. Estate sales are great because you can find lots of things for kids that are unique and interesting. One thing that I've wanted to do with my kids is to create a maker station. So I recently purchased basically a tool bench that I've been using outside. We've been using it outside as a desk, but it could also be a tool bench. That's actually what it was sold to me as a tool bench. And I wanted to be able to get the kids some things that they can use that are actual tools, because I think it's a really important skill for the children to have. Some of my children are very interested in learning tools. From a maker standpoint, I'm a maker. I love to create things. I love to try new things. So I thought these would be really fun for the kids. Also, in terms of their fine motor skills, this is going to be really great because it's going to be something that's really going to engage them. We have a few plastic drills in our classroom that we've used with a couple different activities. But these real drills are even more special. So now there would be a drill bit in the front of this drill. I don't have the drill bit yet. I have Joko working on that. He's going to get us some drill bits. But yeah, basically the kids can hold it like this with one hand and turn with the other hand. So really, really good for developing those skills. This is also another hand drill. So the way that this works, normally you would have a bit in here, and you would just drill like this. So again, really fun tool for the kids to be able to use. And it's even more fun that it actually is a real life tool. So we try to use authentic materials in the classroom, whenever we can. And this is going to be a lot of fun for the kids. Again, this needs another drill bit. And, because this is metal, I'll be instructing the kids, and, there'll be direct supervision while they're working with this, just so that, we don't have any head clunks, because it's metal and it's a little bit heavy. But this is going to be a really great way for the children to be developing those fine motor skills. And my final thing is this tulip bulb. I don't know, it's for putting tulip bulbs in the ground. So basically you stick it in the ground, twist it this way, pull it out, and it pulls the dirt out so we can put some tulip bulbs in the ground. So we'll be using that in our gardening area. This is only $1, guys. So I ended up going on the last day, and all of the things that were at the estate sale were 50% off. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope you enjoyed our haul for the day. Please make sure to hit that subscribe and alert button for more content on how you can create a home daycare and save a lot of money. I love talking about budget tips and curriculum and all kinds of things that I use in my early childhood program to help you create the early childhood program of your dreams. Have a great day.